In 2001, Tropical Storm Allison hit Houston. I was 11 years old at the time. At first, I was really scared. It was a lot of wind and a lot of rain. It turned my backyard into a lake. My pool was overflowed. It was just crazy how much rain came down in such a short period of time. It was the middle of summer, so with all that flooding, there wasn't much to do. Cars couldn't even drive. It was just, the streets were a water park. It was a mess how much flooding there was. So being bored one day, my brother and I asked my mom if we could go ride our bikes around the neighborhood and look at all the flooding. She said yes, but on the condition that we would promise not to go in the water, near the water, or have anything to do with the floodwater. There had been a lot of news reports talking about snakes in the water, bacteria in the water, and even people drowning from just being dumb. So we promised we'd stay away from the water. We were just going to look. My brother invited 2 of his friends to come along. So the 4 of us took off on our bikes and we went to the bridge that overlooks the golf course. Once we got there, we were amazed. The golf course had turned into a lake. All you could see were the flags sticking out of the water, indicating where the holes were. You couldn't see the green. It was just unbelievable. So my brother's friends had the idea, let's go swimming. I mean, it sounded like fun at the time. We completely disregarded my mom's orders of staying away from the water. We ditched our bikes and played hopscotch over the shallow areas, and before we knew it, we were really far away from the bridge. And there were currents, and it was kind of scary. And all of a sudden, I slipped. It must have been a sand pit or something because I just completely lost my footing and fell. Then my brother tried to grab me, and he ended up slipping too. His friends tried to grab him, but it was just a domino effect, and they couldn't grab him fast enough. So me and my brother got sucked into a current. I panicked. I think I went into shock because I completely forgot how to swim. I just went underwater. I sunk, and I saw my life flash before my eyes. I really thought I was going to die. I couldn't swim. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't do anything. All of a sudden, I felt myself being lifted up out of the water. And it was my brother. He went underwater and pushed me up so I could breathe and gain my composure. After I got a few breaths, I pulled him up, but I still couldn't swim. So he swam us both to safety. So basically, if my brother hadn't pulled me out of the water, I probably would have drowned that day. My mom had told him to look out for me when we left. He's always been a little bit protective of me, and it's always been his job as my big brother to look out for me. I don't think that day when my mom told him to watch over me, I really don't think he ever envisioned himself saving his little sister's life. But he did. You know, I guess that's just the job of a big brother. You know, you don't know what's going to happen, but when scary situations come along, you have to protect the people you love. And he did, and I love him for it.